last mic check. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the University of Louisville Speed School. We are so glad you could be here today. Everybody's still good? Everybody's still clear? Check 1, 2, 2. Check, check, check. Thank you.
Their seats. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the University of Louisville. What a great crowd we have here today, and we're so happy you've joined us. I know many of you were here a year and a half ago when we announced this project, and we're so glad you're here to see the completion today. This is a significant milestone for the university, a great accomplishment, and to tell you more, I'd like to introduce our president, Dr. Jerry Bradley.
Great. Well, thanks to everyone for being here this morning. You know, presidents like to open buildings and kiss babies, and I don't see any babies around, so I better open the building here. As John had said, most of us were at this site in February 2024 when we formally announced this project. And I have to say, today is just a great day to celebrate its completion. This project is truly a game changer for the University of Louisville, the JB School of Engineering, and I would say for our city and our Commonwealth. This facility where we are gathered here today is the hub of a next-generation engineering education, research, and student life. It was developed to drive Kentucky's technology-enabled economy. It's the type of building that today's engineering students want and demand, and it will help us draw prospective students from all over the country and all over the world. U of L is a nationally recognized leader in driving innovation, economic growth, and providing students with the education and experience that they need to succeed in the real world. And we are only one of 19 institutions in this country who have an R1 research engaged university and a Carnegie classification around student success and access, which is truly incredible. This amazing new facility with the state-of-the-art amenities will speed those efforts, creating bold new opportunities for our students, researchers, and the Commonwealth. This $90 million project, 4 stories, was supported by $65 million from the state funding and the generous donation of many donors who have joined us here today. So I would ask the donors who are here today to please rise and be recognized. I want to personally thank Governor Andy Beshear, Senate President Robert Stivers, House Speaker Osborne, and all the members of our Kentucky General Assembly for their support of this critical project. Today you can see firsthand that we have been good stewards of our state's taxpayers' money and have constructed a facility that cements U of L's reputation as one of the premier engineering schools in the country, one that is doing its part to generate outstanding graduates that will strengthen the workforce throughout the Commonwealth and beyond. I want to salute Mayor Craig Greenberg, our top local supporter, for all he does every day for this university and its initiatives. It means so much that he is here with us today to share in another university's success. Celebrating today's ribbon-cutting events kicks off a weekend of great activities here at the Speed School, which is marking its centennial. What a great accomplishment. The faculty, staff, and students that you see here today are continuing a tremendous ongoing legacy of creating top engineers in this country. So I think a round of applause to this school for its centennial. The completion of this building University of Louisville for decades to come. It will not only serve our students and researchers well, but it symbolizes our enduring commitment to excellence and innovation. And my son is a graduate from here as well, and he's here somewhere. Thank you all for your support for the University of Louisville and all of our initiatives and activities. We appreciate the time you have taken to be here today. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce a tremendous friend of the university, our State Governor, Kentucky, Andy Beshear.
Well, good morning, and thank you to President Bradley, Dean Collins. Congratulations on this incredible milestone that we're celebrating today. And I will admit, when I got up this morning, I didn't necessarily think about my wardrobe. I don't have a pair of red pants. And so while I might be wearing a little bit of blue, today is all about Cards Nation. Congratulations to the University of Louisville. This is a special day because so many of us stood on what was a field right here a year and a half ago as we broke ground on a dream of a state-of-the-art facility. Today, with the hard work of so many, this goal has been reached. This facility caps a century of success at the Speed School of Engineering. It shows our Commonwealth and this city's commitment to learning, researching, and preparing future leaders for the next 100 years. This project was supported by $65 million from the Commonwealth and donations from across this community. And to all our donors here today, thank you. Thank you for helping these students. Thank you for helping this university, but also thank you for helping this Commonwealth. In a minute, I'm going to tell you about record-breaking economic success. And just about every major announcement we have, they say, we need more engineers. You are helping us to continue to provide great jobs and a great future for our families, to make sure that American dream is still reachable in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, that our people can still afford to buy that home and to build that life for their families. So thank you for investing in the University of Louisville. Thank you for investing in us. I've been proud to have always led an education-first administration that includes our world-class colleges and universities. We've invested in our students at historic levels. Over the past 5.5 years, some of the biggest increase in post-secondary education funding since the Great Recession. And what you find is when you invest in good things happen. Kentucky has had the highest post-secondary enrollment gains in the nation. Our Work Ready Scholarship Program has graduated students in high-demand fields like healthcare, logistics, advanced manufacturing, including from programs right here at U of L. We're going to keep working because we need great places like the Speed School of Engineering, places where students can learn, build, create, and prepare for the high-tech jobs of the future. For a century now, this school has educated the engineers that have helped truly build our Commonwealth and shaped our world. And with this new facility, we're taking another step to make sure our future remains bright. And Kentuckians, we're going to be on the forefront, making sure we continue to shape this country and this world. That's going to happen here on these advanced labs that offer hands-on, real-world experience in exciting fields. Within these walls, scholars and students from across the Commonwealth, the country, and planet Earth will build on ideas and pioneer solutions to global problems. They'll help us build a better Kentucky and a better United States of America. And I love seeing new partnerships like the one announced last week with Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, making it easier for its students from around the Commonwealth to attend the Speed School, making it easier for Kentuckians to chase their dreams. Because other states are looking to us to meet these challenges and the opportunities of the future. Now, more than ever, Kentucky is winning. Big company after big company is choosing us when they could go anywhere in this country. We're building 3 of the largest EV battery plants on planet Earth, and the supply chain is coming right here to the Commonwealth. We have the cleanest, greenest, 100% recycled paper mill and the most advanced aluminum recycling facility in the country. Over the past month, we've announced $7.6 billion of new investment, 1,200 new jobs from companies like Apple, Ford, and General Electric, and yes, to all the donors and everybody who works in the Speed School, they've all said, we need more engineers. This builds on the best 5-year period we have ever had in the Commonwealth. Every year that I've been governor, we've been top 5 in economic development per capita, which, while I'm proud of, means a better life for our families, means that next Kentucky kid can chase their dreams right here in the Commonwealth, meaning that next investment from a Fortune 10 or 15 or 25 company is more likely to come here. And let's remember, those opportunities, they're not Democrat or Republican, they're not left or right. Today, they are red. But they benefit every single family This is us pushing the noise out and just doing good things for our people. I think about 63,200 new jobs in the past 5.5 years, breaking our exports record where our commerce is now truly global, breaking our tourism record 3 straight years. We've had the highest 3-year average for wages, meaning our people, if they work a job, if they follow the rules, that they can truly succeed. But with that success comes hard work. We can never stop. We always have to be planning for what's next, and this investment helps us do that. It helps us be in the best position for that next major investment and the next one, the next technological breakthrough, or the one after that. So we need places like this. Committed to innovation and excellence, we need the Speed School of Engineering. And this building, it's more than that. It is a commitment that Kentucky continues to lead in higher education, in technology, and in research. A commitment that we will never be a flyover state ever again. No, because of what's going on right here. We are going to be the destination. A commitment that we attract and educate the best engineers. A commitment to creating a commonwealth where our kids pursue their dreams right here at home, no matter how big those dreams are. So congratulations to Dr. Bradley. Isn't he doing a great job? Congratulations, Dean Collins, on your new digs. They're pretty nice. And congratulations to everyone at the University of Louisville. I want to thank our wonderful faculty. This would not happen without incredible faculty that attract the most talented students, that allow for an investment like this to happen. I want to thank the administration. I want to thank everybody who works in this building, no matter what your job is. You are an educator that invests in our students. Our economy is ready for the future. Each year has been better than the last. And the young leaders learning in this building will continue that success. They'll continue to make sure that Kentucky is making history. Life is short. Our job is to do good things and to be kind to each other. And the investment that's being made here is going to reverberate for generations to come, provide opportunity to students we may never meet, but their dream may be achieved because of what you all have done to make this happen. With that, I want to welcome our Senate President, Robert Stivers, and I want to thank, and we should all thank, the General Assembly for this big appropriation and investment in the University of Louisville and the Commonwealth.
Thank you, Governor, and I'm here from Clay County, Manchester, Kentucky, and I do have my red tie on today. But to that extent, being from Clay County, my daughter's a graduate of the Speed School. My other daughter is a graduate from the business school here at the University of Louisville. I am too, so is my brother, and so is my father. So when you think about Louisville, Louisville drives what goes on in this state. The state doesn't do well unless the city of Louisville does well, and the city of Louisville doesn't do well unless the University of Louisville does well. And I've given an example of how the university and the city have a mission well beyond the geographic confines of Jefferson County. When my daughters were here several years ago, there were 18 students from the Clay County area who are going here to the university. So when you think about times that the governor proposes his budget, the president and all his lobbyists come down to see us saying, put this into the budget. You know, the mayor comes to see us and says, well, he's got his point that he needs money for. When you take the perspective that so goes the state, as does Louisville go, it's easy to put the money that we put in the last budget cycle because this state is not healthy unless the university and the city of Louisville are healthy. So, and I want to give another example, and I want to talk about Dean Bradley. And everybody say, he's the president. No, he was the dean before at the dental school. And this is another example of how programs like this, and this is great, this will drive, as the governor said, a lot of things. And thinking about here in Louisville, this is the first place a hyperscaler an artificial intelligence building is being built. That's not just this state. That has now become a geopolitical type of situation that Kentucky and the city of Louisville can play in. This is a race between the United States, Russia, Germany, and the Middle East to see who will be the platform holder of AI. But let's think of the smaller things that the university does, and this is where I go back to Dean Bradley. A little school down in the edge of Leslie County and Clay County and Bell County called Redbird Mission. Redbird Mission, this school did outreach, helped with dental care, and provide equipment. So students doing their rotations as they graduated from the U of L dental school could come down there and provide health care to people in eastern Kentucky, my hometown. So when we think about all the things that go on here at the university and in the city, let's just don't think about the city. This is what drives the Commonwealth. This is a Kentucky Day. But most of all, this is an L's Up Day. Go Cards. And with that, my counterpart and the person I discussed with all through the session and all during the year, that nothing can happen no matter what goes on through the General Assembly, the Speaker of the House, David Osborne.
Good morning. I did not think about my wardrobe either, but chances are most of my ties are red, so I guess I got lucky. And I thank goodness Rocky put on a red tie. Anyway, great to be here on behalf of the Kentucky House of Representatives to celebrate this new chapter of the University of Louisville, the Speed School, and the entire Commonwealth. It's going to be a challenge not to be repetitive of other things that are being said, but I think that some things bear repeating in this instance. You know, this university plays an incredibly important role in both our city and our state. As Kentucky's preeminent metropolitan research university, U of L is not just an institution of higher learning. It's an engine of innovation, economic growth, and opportunity. For Louisville and for the entire Commonwealth, the work done here helps drive our workforce, our industries, and our future. That is why it has been critical to invest wisely in the University of Louisville. Every dollar that we invest has an incredible multiplier effect in jobs created, businesses launched, research breakthroughs, and in the bright futures of students who stay here in Kentucky to impact their communities. A stronger U of L means a stronger Louisville, and a stronger Louisville, in fact, means a stronger Kentucky. Nowhere is this more evident than the Speed School. For 100 years, Speed School has set the standard for engineering education. Founded in 1925, it has challenged and inspired generations after generation of students producing world-class engineers who have gone on to design, build, and innovate in ways that our communities are shaped every day. This legacy of excellence is what makes today so meaningful. This building we dedicate here today is not simply a new structure. It's a promise. It's a promise that Speed School will continue to lead, to evolve, and to provide the best possible education for the next generation of engineers. That promise is why the Kentucky General Assembly provided $65 million for this facility, a significant investment in the next 100 years, a second century of this school that will hopefully be as impactful as the first century. As Dean Collins has said, this is a place for both dreamers and doers. It is where bright ideas meet real-world application. It is where students learn not only to imagine the future, but to build it. To the students here today, this facility is for you. It is an investment in your future and in the future that you will create for all of us. To the faculty and staff, thank you for your dedication in preparing Kentucky's brightest minds. Your work here continues to make a difference, not only in the classrooms and labs, but in the industries and communities across the state. And to the many donors, leaders, and partners who have made this building possible, thank you for believing in the possibilities and the power of education and innovation. Today we celebrate not just bricks and mortar, but we celebrate the limitless potential of the students who will fill this space. Thank you. And with that, I will turn it over to my friend, the greatest mayor in history that has ever owned a pro wrestling franchise. and the great mayor of the city of Louisville, Craig Greenberg.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Quite an honor. I will tell you all a factoid. One of my co-owners in that wrestling corporation happens to be your Board of Trustees chairs, Chairman Larry Benz. So we've got great ties together, and we did have a very fun night one night when we had some former athletes from both U of L and UK come back to be guest celebrity managers. It was quite a hoot. But thank you so much, Speaker Osborne. It's great to be with everyone today. It is great to be in a city where there is such positive momentum going on in every corner. Governor Beshear and I just came earlier this morning from downtown, where 6,000 Humana employees are giving back today to the city, giving back all across the community. And now we're out here on U of L's campus with another great announcement, another great example of the positive momentum that's going on in the south, in the west, in the east, in the middle, and every part of our city. You can particularly feel it everywhere around the University of Louisville. You can see it in great new academic buildings like this today, and you can certainly see it on the athletic fields where the Cards are doing wonderful, President Stivers. Go Cards, indeed. So this is just great examples of this momentum that's going on, and it's happening because of partnerships. Partnerships between the city and the university, President Bradley, in so many areas, whether it's economic development that we're working on closely together, improving health care, or whether it's improving transportation, improving our parks. There are so many ways that the city and the university are collaborating to help the students of U of L, to help the future of our city. And Governor Beshear, we're working so closely together on those economic development announcements that he mentioned, that yes, indeed, whether it's Ford or GE or any of the other great announcements that are coming later this year, we often hear we need more engineers. These great advanced manufacturing projects that are coming to our city. We're building things here, but also to keep designing things, to keep planning for the future, require the talented minds that are coming out of the School of Engineering right here at the University of Louisville. And working closely with President Stivers and Speaker Osborne and their colleagues in the General Assembly, you can see how these partnerships are transforming a city. Whether it's investments in other U of L buildings like the research building downtown, whether it's investments in our fairgrounds to bring people from around the world to our city, or investments in downtown Louisville and other parts to keep the positive momentum going, we're working incredibly closely, and we are thankful to your leadership and the General Assembly for its recognition, as you said, that Louisville and Kentucky are so closely intertwined. So I'm so excited about these partnerships, and I'm excited to keep them going. I'm excited to continue to support the University of Louisville and all of the great work that's happening here at the Speed School and across the entire university. We need to continue to invest in the students and the researchers and the faculty and the scientists to continue to have new discoveries here that will benefit our city, our Commonwealth, our country, and indeed the entire world. So let's keep working together. Let's keep this positive momentum going here at U of L and across the entire city and state. Let's keep strengthening these partnerships for the benefit of people today and also tomorrow. I look forward to continue to work with each of you in this amazing work that is happening right here at U of L, right here in Louisville, Kentucky. And helping to lead that way is the dean of the Speed School, who I know is very excited to have this new home for his faculty, for his students, and for our future. Please join me in welcoming Dean Emmanuel Collins. Thank you.
I really am excited, and I'm not that excitable a person, but I feel excited. I was asked to talk for 3 minutes, but I'd like 30, but I think I'll keep it to 3. This is obviously a very, very wondrous time for the Speed School of Engineering. And first I want to say President Bradley has come in, and he's basically said in his own words, I want to be the student success president. This is a student success building. It's totally in line with his vision. When I think of this building, I think of 3 words. One is community. And what do I mean by that? Engineering is kind of hard. Don't tell anybody that. So students need to develop community so that when the going gets tough, they stick with the program. If you feel you're a part of the program, you will go over those hills, sometimes mountains. When you don't feel you're part of the program, then you may transfer to another unit, or sometimes even withdraw from school. This building is the only building on our campus that has so many collaboration spaces, spaces where students can congregate and develop relations, of course, study. The second word that I think of is convenience. In this building is one-stop shopping for all of our student services. So I wrote it down so I don't miss one. If I miss one, shout it out. Admissions will be here. They're all in the same space. Advising, co-op and career services, graduate affairs, IT, and our student success group. They're all here, so students don't have to wander from building to building. They know if they have a need, they just go to the second floor. And then finally, I just want to say this gives us an opportunity to grow. A lot of the speakers have talked about the need to produce more engineers. I think about this pretty much every day. How do you produce more engineers? So one of the plans that we have that's been supported by the administration is to develop an applied engineering program. So the announcement we had down at ECTC was talking about that program's extension in the Elizabethtown area. But where we're going to get the bigger volume and the bigger bang for the buck is here in the Belknap campus. So this building frees up space that we can use to develop an applied engineering program that's designed to service the exact type of industries that are being brought here. It's automation and robotics focused, and I can name company after company that's either expanding in that area or just coming to this area. There are literally billions of dollars of investment. Speed School wants to be a huge part of meeting the workforce needs for the companies that you all are attracting to this area. And I'm going to stop there, keep to my 3 minutes, but yes, I'm thrilled and I would like to talk more, but you can talk to me after.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kayla Lancaster, and I'm a senior chemical engineering student serving as the Speed School Student Council President for this academic year. It is such an honor to stand here today on behalf of the Speed School Student Council and the entire engineering student body. To our university leadership, donors, and community partners, thank you. We are grateful not only for the investment in the future of Speed School, but also for the investment in us, the students who will learn, connect, and collaborate and innovate within these walls while preparing to make larger, meaningful contributions to the Louisville and greater Kentucky communities. As I look back on my past few years here, I have spent many afternoons and late nights with study groups taking over every corner we can find in the library and other various study lounges across campus after stalking like hyenas to try to claim open tables. Laptops, notebooks, and coffee cups were spread everywhere. It always raises the question, what if we had one dedicated place that could bring us together on this side of campus? One space built for collaboration and creativity. Today, looking at this building, I can now say we do. For students, this building represents more than new classrooms or labs. It represents opportunity. It is a place where late-night study sessions can turn into breakthrough ideas, where classmates become teammates or even lifelong friends, and where we can learn the skills that prepare us to solve real-world challenges. It gives us the places to work, the tools to build, and the support to thrive. One of the spaces students are most excited for is the makerspace. For engineering students, this is a dream come true. It's a place where ideas can actually take shape, where a group of classmates can turn a design into a prototype, where teams can test, refine, and learn by doing. It's a space that will spark creativity and give students the confidence to see themselves not just as learners, but as engineers. This building also gives our student organizations and societies a true home. Clubs like the Society of Women Engineers, Engineers Without Borders, River City Rocketry, Redbird Robotics, and many more student groups are the places where students find their community here, where they practice leadership, and where they apply what they've learned in the classroom to real-world challenges. Having a dedicated space here for these groups means we're able to dream bigger, work better, and build stronger connections. And as Dean Collins mentioned, the offices within our engineering gateway having a home under one roof will be one of the most transformative parts of all. For the first time, admissions, academic advisors, co-op support, and tutoring will all be under one roof. For a first-year student walking onto campus, maybe the first in their family to go to college, maybe leaving home for the first time, this makes the difference between feeling lost and feeling at home. It lets students know that they belong here and we are here to help them succeed. This is more than just a ribbon cutting. It's the opening of a new chapter for the Speed School of Engineering, for the University of Louisville, and for all of Kentucky. It is a chapter in the book about students now and in the future who will design, discover, and lead here. On behalf of all Speed School students, thank you for believing in us and for giving us the space to dream big, work hard, and make a difference. We are ready to make the most of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. I think the future looks pretty bright when you have students like Kayla. Do you agree with me? So let's cut a ribbon. I'd like the speakers to all come forward. We need a few minutes here to adjust, but and some scissors to bring out. I think we'll need the scissors, but we're just a few moments away from cutting the ribbon. Tom Fougeroux, could you come forward? And members of the media, if you need to adjust your position, now's the time.